Hello everyone and welcome. Today, please start on your back with your feet flat on the floor and your knees bent up towards the sky. Arms rest down by your sides with your palms facing up. As you close your eyes, take a moment to check in with your body, any intentions that you have for your practice, and also check in with your breath. As you start to steady your breath, make the inhales and exhales even in length and through your nose. And from here, flip your palms down and press your hands and feet firmly into the floor. Inhale, arch your low back as your front pelvis tilts forward. Exhale, flatten your low back as your back pelvis slides towards your heels. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward. This is called anterior tilt. Exhale, tilt your pelvis back. This is called posterior tilt. Continue to move your pelvis back and forth a few more times, moving with your breath. Today, we will explore the movements of the pelvis and how they relate to our spine, how the positioning of our pelvis influences the spine away from its natural curvatures, and how we adjust to maintain length and tallness through our spine. The next time that your low back flattens, lift your hips up for bridge pose. As you stand into your heels, reach the back of your pelvis towards your knees and feel your front hip bones slide away from your thighs. Exhale, slowly drip your spine one vertebra at a time. When your hips land, inhale, tilt your pelvis forward. Exhale, flatten your low back, pressing into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up, bridge. Anchor into the length of your arms to broaden your chest. Every inhale, expand your belly, but lengthen your low back. Every exhale, soften your front ribs towards your hip bones. Exhale, slowly lower down. Cross your right ankle over your left knee for figure 4. Stay with your left foot down or grab behind your left leg to pull your legs in. Flex both feet to firm your thighs. As your hip bones plug down, reach your sitting bones towards the front edge of your mat like you were sitting on a chair. Whichever variation you have, switch legs, left ankle to right thigh. And even if your low back is flat on the floor, still work the action of tilting your pelvis forward and notice what you feel. Release and uncross your legs, feet to the floor, and windshield wiper your knees. Draw your knees to your chest, roll to one side or the other, and press yourself up to Tabletop Pose. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We'll take a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, tail and heart lift. Exhale, round your back, chin to your chest. In your cat-cows, move slowly and start each movement from your pelvis tilting and let the rest of your spine ripple up. After your next cat pose, find your neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide and lift your knees an inch off the mat. As you push into your hands, plug your hip bones in and reach back through your sitting bones. And lower your knees to the floor. And step your right foot by your right thumb and place a blanket underneath your left knee if you need the padding. Hands to your hips, raise your torso up to low lunge. Now imagine that your pelvis was a bowl of water. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward as if you're spilling the bowl of water in front of you. And then exhale, tilt your pelvis back as if spilling the water behind. Keep that backwards tilt and reach your arms up. Anchor into your back shin or toes. Exhale, like a pull-up, pull your elbows down and back. Hands down to the floor, step back to tabletop pose, inhale. Exhale, lift your knees an inch off the mat, hovering table. Spread your shoulder blades as you hug your upper arms. Exhale, pull your hips back, downward facing dog. For your first down dog, pedal out your legs. And then find some stillness. Take a soft bend in your knees. Heels may not touch the floor, and that is perfectly fine. Coming back to that analogy of the bowl of water, as you hold your down dog, spill your pelvic bowl towards your feet, and as you push through your hands, raise your sitting bones high to the sky. Inhale, keep your spine, shift forward to plank, top of a push-up. Knees can also be down for half plank. And like in low lunge, tip your pelvic bowl towards your heels. Exhale, back to down dog, pelvis spills forward. Inhale, plank, lower buttocks reaches back. Exhale, down dog, sitting bones to the sky. Inhale, plank pose, pause. Exhale, lower your knees down. Step your left foot by your left thumb. Pat up your right knee if you need to. Hands to your hips and come up to low crescent. As your pelvis tilts back, lift your front hip bones like they're being pulled up by suspenders. Inhale, arms up. Lift your back ribs to maintain the low back space. Exhale, pull your elbows down and back. Imagine that you can reach your elbows to your belt line. Inhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Exhale, step up to the front into standing forward fold. For your first forward fold, take a big or soft bend in your knees. Hands to your shins or prop on blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Pause in your half lift. Like in down dog, tilt your pelvis down towards your feet. Sitting bones lift up as you press through your heels. Keep the tilt and exhale, fold. Take as big of a bend in your knees as you need. Press through your feet. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up and over. Press through the outer edge of your left foot and drop your left hip. Inhale, center, arms up. Exhale, switch arms and lean to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, hinge at your waist and fold. Inhale, lift your chest forward. Exhale, step your right foot back and lower your right knee. Inhale, come up, low crescent pose. Exhale, left arm down and right arm up and over. As you side lean, tilt your pelvis to the right to lengthen your waist downwards. Inhale, come up. Exhale, float your hands behind your low back. Interlace your fingers, hook thumbs, or use a strap. Straighten your arms down towards the floor, and as you keep a straight spine, move your arms away from your back. Release your bind, sweep your arms up, inhale. Exhale, option to lift your back knee for high lunge. Always remember you can scoot your front foot over to create more stability. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank, inhale. Lower your knees down to the floor. Exhale, slow lower all the way down. Press through the tops of your feet. Inhale, peel your chest forward, baby cobra. And exhale, bow. Inhale, baby cobra, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your chest forward and up. Pause as you anchor through your feet, reach your sitting bones back. Stay here or maybe hover your hands. Hug your elbows in and lift them up. Hands down, press up to plank or table, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot by your right thumb, take your time, lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale, come up to crescent pose. Exhale, right arm lowers, side lean to the right. Anchor into your back shin and pull your right hip back in space. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, bind your hands behind your back. Straighten your arms down, lift your chest up, but keep the space in your low back. Inhale, extend your arms away from your low back. Exhale, soften your front ribs as your back ribs lift. Release and sweep your arms back up to crescent. Inhale. Exhale, stay in low lunge or lift into high lunge. Anchor into the ball of your back foot and feel your front foot scissor towards your back leg. Exhale, hands down and step up to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up, inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Now, if your pelvis turns with your chest, let it. Inhale, arms up to center. Exhale, twist to the left and let your pelvis turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right again. This time, pull your left hip back to square your hips forward. Notice how this feels in your spine compared to allowing your pelvis to turn. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, twist to the left, but keep your hips squared. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. Hands can also be at your heart. Send the weight into your heels and hug your inner thighs. As your sitting bones reach back, plug your hip bones in. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor and straighten your legs. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot back and lower your left knee. Plant your left palm down on the floor or a block. Exhale, reach your right arm up, twist. Turn your pelvis to aid the stack of your shoulders here. And either press your left shin down to the floor or tuck your back toes and straighten your back leg. Firm your inner right thigh back as you reach through your left heel. Exhale, lower your right hand, lift your back knee if it's down, pivot your right heel to the floor, foot is at an angle, press to rise up for Warrior One. As you root into your back foot, drag your front heel towards it. Find your bind, and as you roll your shoulders back, inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold either on top or to the inside of your front leg. So this is a forward fold. So like in down dog, tip your pelvis forward, anchor down into your back heel, and raise your sitting bones high. Release and inhale, come up, Warrior One. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank, inhale. Exhale, lower your right knee and kickstand your right foot to the side. Pivot your left heel down and reach your left arm up, supported side plank. Reach through the pinky edge of your left foot as you lift your hips high. Option to reach your left arm to the front for a side stretch. Inhale, pass through hands and knees. Exhale, take supported side plank to the other side. Breathe into your right ribs. Option to reach your top arm up and over. Inhale, plank or tabletop pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look up. Best as you can, exhale, step your left foot forward and lower your right knee. Right hand down, left arm up, twist. Initiate the rotation from your pelvis and reach your chest forward. Option to lift your back knee. Hug your left thigh to your right ribs. Hands down, back heel spins down and rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Scissor your legs as your back pelvis spills behind you. Arms float down and bind. Inhale, lift your chest, proud warrior. Exhale, bow down, humble warrior. Hug your left thigh and torso together. Left hip stays firm. Inhale, release the bind and rise up. Exhale, hands down and step to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sit back, reach up, Utkatasana. Exhale, as you open arm twist to the right, allow your pelvis to turn, but hug your inner thighs like you were holding a block. Stand firm into your left leg. And as you inhale, expand your left ribs forward. As you exhale, pull your left hip back. Stay here or move into prayer twist, left elbow to right thigh or knee. Inhale, untwist, stay in your chair. Exhale, twist to the left, either open arms or prayer twist. Whether your hips square off or not, lengthen the right side of your torso forward as your sitting bones reach back. Inhale, stand and reach all the way up. Exhale, hands together at your heart. Hands to your hips, shift the weight into your right foot and lift your left knee towards your chest. Foot can also barely hover above the floor or be propped up by a block. Knowing the movements of the pelvis we've explored, level out your pelvis to where your spine can stack tall. So if your back is rounding forward like in cat pose, then tilt your pelvis forward to encourage that natural sway in your low back. Or maybe the sway in your low back is accentuated and you feel some compression or pinching, so drop your pelvis back to create space. Exhale, tree pose. Place your left foot on the inside of your right leg and turn your knee out to the side. And then in tree, readjust your pelvis as needed to keep the space in your low back. Inhale, knee forward to chest. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat and turn to face the left side. Parallel your feet, hands to your waist. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, spill your pelvis forward and then lean out halfway. Hands can also prop to blocks. As you anchor into your heels, reach your sitting bones back. And as you breathe, feel waves of energy move from the outer edges of your feet, up the sides of your legs, and up through the sides of your torso. Inhale, press to stand up. Turn your right foot forward and angle your left foot in. Spill the bowl of your pelvis behind you. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, bend into your right knee, warrior two. Firm your right thigh out and back and root through your left heel. As your sitting bones drop down, grow tall through your trunk through all four sides. Inhale, lean out and reach your right hand forward. Exhale, prop your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up to the sky or up and over. As you anchor into your back foot, lift your left hip high with each inhale. Exhale, pull your right hip back to lengthen your right side ribs. Inhale, right hand on your shin or to the outside of your right foot on the floor or a block. Exhale, straighten your right leg into triangle pose. Work the side tilt of your pelvis down towards your front foot and reach your chest away. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Right arm sweeps all the way up and back. As you continue to tilt your right side pelvis down, drive the big toe side of your right foot into the floor. Inhale, bend into your right knee. Drop your right hip further towards your right heel. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, slow lower all the way down. Arms straight down along your sides, anchor down through the tops of your feet. As you press your hip bones down, Reach your sitting bones towards your heels. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and lift your chest and arms, Locust Pose. Keep your feet planted or reach your toes so far back till your feet hover above the ground. Exhale, lower down. Stay with your arms or interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, press through your feet, lift your chest up high. Maybe stay standing into your legs or extend them back. Exhale, lower down. Press up to plank or tabletop, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Take a couple of breaths here. I also invite you to hit the pause button and rest if needed. Otherwise, bend your knees, look up, inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or hop to the front. Hands to your waist. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, stand on your left leg, lift your right knee. As you level out your pelvis to lengthen your spine, reach your sitting bones towards your left heel. Exhale, find tree pose, right foot on left leg, knee out to the side. Hug your left inner thigh and right foot together into the center line. Inhale, right knee forward and up. Exhale, step your right foot all the way to the back and turn to face the right side. Feet parallel. Inhale, lengthen, press through your outer feet. Exhale, lead with the front tilt of your pelvis and lean out halfway. Right hand to the floor or a block. Inhale, hug your inner thighs as you reach your chest. Exhale, twist to the left. Notice if your pelvis favors one leg over the other. Whichever that leg is, hug that leg to the center more to maybe level out your pelvis, or at least feel like it is. Inhale, untwist, hands down or on waist. Exhale, switch arms and twist to the right. Move the weight of your legs more towards the fronts of your feet and reach your sitting bones and chest away from each other. Inhale, back to center, hands on hips. Exhale, press through your legs and stand. Turn your left foot to the front, right foot in, arms to a T, bend your left knee, warrior two. Every inhale, drop your sitting bones back and lift your hip bones up. Exhale, lift your back ribs as your front ribs soften to your front pelvis. From your left hip crease, inhale, lean forward any amount. Exhale, front forearm to thigh for side angle pose. Right arm reaches up or reach it forward. Inhale, bottom hand to shin, floor, or a block. Exhale, pull both sides of your pelvis back and straighten your front leg, Trikonasana. Drive energy through the inside edge of your front foot and the outside of your back foot. And plug your left hip in and down to create balance in the length of both sides of your torso. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, keep spilling your side pelvis down towards your left leg. Inhale, bend your left knee, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down and make your way to plank pose. Option 1, right knee down, or option 2, heels both drop to the right. Stack your left side for side plank, Vashisthasana. If you're taking supported, you can reach your top arm forward like before. And if you'd like to add a little bit more balance, lift your left leg for balancing quarter moon. Inhale, pass through plank or table. Exhale, side plank or supported side plank to the other side. With every in-breath, expand your top rib cage. Every out-breath, lift your hips high. Inhale, plank or table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths, and once more, feel free to hit the pause button and rest in child's pose or a seat. And when you're ready, make your way to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your hips and stand. If you have blocks, please set them up at the front of your mat on their highest heights. And once you have that set up, weight in your right foot, lift your left knee up any amount. Exhale, open arm twist to the left, or you can hold on your left knee or shin. As you pull your left hip back, press your right hip forward. Hug both inner thighs inwards. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, find tree pose. Option 1, play with your balance here, focusing on the tilt of your pelvis to keep your low back spacious. Option 2, cross your left ankle to right thigh, flex your left foot to firm your left leg, and then bend your right knee and sit your hips back a few inches. Like in reclining figure 4 at the beginning, reach your sitting bones back and plug your hip bones down. Stay balancing. Maybe send your hips back another couple of inches. Or hinge your torso forward and prop your hands on your blocks. Even with hands on blocks, keep the back reach of your sitting bones. If you're balancing and you fall out, that's okay. You can come back in or rest. Wherever you are, come up to stand and set your left foot down. Other side, standing on your left leg, lift your right knee up. Exhale, twist to the right, arms to a T, or hold your right knee. Feel the energy of your inner thighs hugging, and from that center point, root your standing leg down and climb your spine up. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, tree pose. Stay balancing here, or move into standing figure 4 or standing pigeon. Start by sitting back just a few inches. Think sitting into a wall rather than down in a chair. Maybe hinge at your waist and prop your hands on blocks. Both thighs are firm and spine is tall. Make your way up to stand using the strength of your standing leg. And exhale, feet to the floor and hands to your heart. If you would like to hit the pause button and try standing pigeon again on both sides, I invite you to take that opportunity. And it can also be helpful to use a chair or a wall to assist you. So if you have a wall nearby, you can stand a few inches in front of it, take your legs to figure 4, and then sit your hips back onto the wall as you lean forward. And if you have a chair, you can hold onto the chair in front of you as you sit back. So feel free to take as much time as you need. Otherwise, from mountain pose, stand up tall. Like we started class, close your eyes and check in with the interior landscape of your body. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step to down dog, or if you have a vinyasa in your practice, feel free to flow through it. Once in down dog, stay or rest in child's pose to reconnect with your breath. Wherever you are, make your way to tabletop. Walk your hands to your knees and stand on your shins. Grab your blocks if you have them and set them on either side of your feet. Knees hips distance and toes either tucked or tops of the feet down. Hands to your waist. Inhale, spill your pelvic bowl behind you and anchor into your shins. Inhale, press your hip bones forward in space. Exhale, as you roll your shoulders back, coil your spine up from the front of your pelvis to your collarbones. Next inhale, tuck your chin, press from your shins to stand. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Pause here for a breath. And then camel pose one more time. Hands to the sides of your pelvis, or this time, hands behind your glutes. As you tilt your pelvis back, press your hips forward. Inhale. Exhale, lift your collarbones up and expand your front side. You can stay here or move your hands to your heels or blocks. Inhale, use your core and your legs to rise upright. Exhale, sit down on your heels and shins for a breath. And then from here, swing your legs to the front and sit on your bum or sit on a blanket. Straighten your legs out in front of you with a soft bend in your knees. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, tilt your pelvis forward, and then let the rest of your spine follow as you fold. Hands can hold anywhere along your legs, or you can just let them rest by your sides. Feel free to place a block or two underneath your head. And we've been doing a lot of work to lengthen our spine and try to keep it neutral and straight. But in this forward fold, simply allow yourself to surrender. Let your back round, let your head drop, and just simply let your spine soften. Next inhale, lift your head, straighten your spine, and rise up. Exhale, give your legs a little shimmy and shake. And then from here, we will make our way to our back. Once you arrive, draw your knees to your chest. Take your arms to a T and let your legs fall to the right for reclining twist. You can also do the one leg variation with your right leg forward and left leg over. Inhale, legs back to center. Exhale, reclining twists to the other side. Back to center on the inhale. Exhale, give yourself one last final hug. If a happy baby feels appropriate here, or maybe bridge pose, feel free to do that. And then our next pose will be our final one. Our final pose of ease and stillness. So traditionally, Shavasana is legs extended forward, arms by your sides, but feel free to take your legs and arms into any position and use props to support you. And when you found your shape, allow your entire body, your mind, and your breath to soften. Let go of all effort and simply enjoy rest. As always, if you would like to rest in Shavasana a little bit longer, I invite you to hit the pause button, or you can just let the video finish out and enjoy. If you're ready to move on, bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. Circle through your ankles and your wrists. A gentle tilt of your head from left to right. And then when you're ready, draw your knees to your chest, roll to one side or the other, and press yourself up to find a seat. Once seated, draw your hands at your heart center. And bow your head down towards yourself, acknowledging your effort, your energy. Giving yourself gratitude for showing up for yourself today. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and leave a comment. And if you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know when new free videos are up. And if you know anybody that could use some more yoga in their life, please share my channel and this video with them. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.